Welcome to the Financial Pro Podcast.
In this video, I'm going to talk to you about paid versus organic marketing. Everybody thinks they need to spend money, but you realistically don't. I didn't do any marketing in my first 10 years of business, and in 2016, I only started using organic social media content marketing. And you know, at my prime and at my peak, I say at my prime, and my businesses are bigger now than they were back in 2015, but I spent my first 10 years buying leads, paying agencies, outsourcing as much as possible to low quality marketing companies, and was spending £20,000 per month on low quality leads. Now, since 2016, using organic marketing, I've generated 7 figures, 2.2 million in fact, since 2016 through no advertising what's at all. No paid advertising, no ad spend, no YouTube ads, no LinkedIn ads, no Facebook ads, no Google ads, all through organic paid advertising. Now, in the last 12 months since February 2020, I have started running ads, and I should, in hindsight, have done it sooner. But I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't know what I didn't know. And there's a method and a principle and a process that you can adopt to make sure that you maximize all of the free opportunities that are available to you out there, that you have to be proactive in utilizing before you get to the point of utilizing all the paid advertising methods. Because I can tell you now, if you've only just started producing content, all you're going to do is put paid money, your money, behind rubbish content. All you're going to do is potentially have a leaky bucket, because if you haven't got your sales system set up correctly, the method of how you take people from your organic content into, or even from your paid content, if you haven't got your systems and your processes and your tech set up to be able to build an ongoing relationship with people through your database, how you get them from social media, from your content into your database for a lifetime, you're never going to build a future-proof business. And this is where so many go wrong. This is where my coaching and mentoring with hundreds of financial services professionals and service-based business owners really starts to get results. Because the key thing in understanding with any organic social media is, depending on how good you are, how out there your content is, if you're in the right time, right place, with the right market, the right message on the right media, you're going to be able to 100% elevate your success much, much faster. But most people make the huge mistake in expecting to plant a seed today and there being a tree there tomorrow. It's not realistic. Most people expect to go to the gym once and look like The Rock tomorrow. It's not realistic. And your organic content, social media marketing is exactly the same thing. You have to be proactive. You have to get better at your craft. And let's say, for example, you're going to spend a couple of grand on paying a decent agency to do it for you. Let's say you're then going to spend £500, £1,000 on the ad budget that you're going to be using. If you're doing that with no prior knowledge of Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, understanding how to track the numbers, the key metrics, your cost per lead, your cost per sale, your reach, your impressions, your engagement, your quality score, all of these common elements, then you are massively risking failure. If you haven't got your systems and processes set up so that you can accurately track your numbers from lead to sale, or even, depending on if you want to go in a step further, ad spend budget into landing page conversion into download conversion into emails, where they're dropping out in the optimized automated email sequence. You have to absolutely know how many leads you need in order to be able to book a phone call with you, or how many leads you need in order to be able to make and create a sale. And this is where I see so many going wrong. This is where I went wrong for almost 10 years was not having a clear enough grasp on the numbers. But that was because I didn't have the right education. Now, if you were to take the same amount of money, the same budget, rather than paying an advertising agency, rather than spending money on ads that you know nothing about, investing it in yourself and investing it in your own learnings and in your own ability to get results is going to pay you the biggest dividends. You're also then going to be able to understand not only the intricacies, I can't even say the bloody word, not only the intricacies, no, that's not even the right word, not only the details and the elements that I've just mentioned all the way through the funnel and all the way through the marketing automated system, but you're then going to be able to understand the strategy. I tell my Facebook ads and YouTube ads the exact audiences that we should go after, how to use the pixels to the best possible method to get the best results based on the ads and the audiences that we've been building. I give my input and my insight into the strategy. They then take that and perfect that and improve on that and add their own expertise and their own value into the strategy. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, your goal is to focus on strategy, direction, understanding all the different principles of organic social media, watch, read, listen, repurposing content from the watch, read and listen from one social media channel into multiple social media channels. You have to understand the strategy that you need to employ. You need to pass upon your employees in order to be able to drive leads, clients and sales into your business. You need to understand insights. You need to understand reach, likes, comments, what content is actually working and what your audience want more of so that you can actually drive more sales into your business. You deal with strategy, you deal with direction, you deal with messaging, you deal with market. Let somebody else deal with media and repurposing. Then it becomes a case of actually you've maximized all the free and organic social media content options that are available to you. Only then, realistically, after 3 to 6 months, when you've got all your systems set up, when you've got all the automation set up, when you've got a predictable method of taking people from social media into your world, your database, your email marketing system, your automations, you've got a method of converting them from organic into revenue, do you then start to use paid advertising? Only when you've got some audience and insights built up, knowing what is actually working, are you then in a position to be utilizing paid advertising. Only once you have understood the strategy, the methods, the principles, the tactics, the tools, all of the systems, do you then start to invest in paid advertising. And here's the problem. Here's the thing that I didn't do for 10 years, which is why I'm massively passionate about you doing this now. I didn't get any education. I invested in the agencies and in the ads with no prior knowledge. The moment that I got interested and understood and invested in learning the principles, the strategies, the tactics and the methods, which took me 2016, 17, 18, 19 till I felt confident, was I then able to start paying for advertising. And I ran my first probably 30 ads myself after investing 5 figures into my own knowledge around paid advertising. I ran the ads for myself for 4 months so that I could actually test and measure my results and my success and set the standards for the agencies that I've now outsourced it to. I have a YouTube ads guy. I have a Facebook ads guy. I have a Google ads guy. And we're about to start doing some LinkedIn ads, which we haven't done yet because I wanted to make sure that the ROI was effective and efficient on the channels that we're already utilizing. What you get to when you have paid advertising is a money-making machine that returns you, it's a cash machine. You put £1 in, you get £3 to £5 back. Now the difference between a 6-figure business and a 7-figure business, or even a 7-figure and 8-figure business, is the fact that actually, the more you put in, the less you should get out. Yeah, that's correct. The more you put in, the less you should get out. You'll be looking at it thinking, right, I need to put £1 in and I want to get £5 back. That's a good ROI. That's a good marketing budget. But that's most likely because you've got no upsells or downsells after that initial sale. What you get to a point of really understanding and how you make this work for you for a lifetime is that your customer has a lifetime customer value. And it's about potentially what you could do is you could put £1 in, you could get £1 or £2 back. So you're not actually making any profit, but you've got the right systems, processes, tech, and upsells and downsells in behind the scenes that actually you'll end up making 10, 15, 20 times that £1 in. This is the difference. This is what I've learned in the last couple of months that's really started to elevate the success. It's not just about what you spend on the front end. It's about the upsells and the downsells and the business and the tech that you have built behind the scenes that really takes everything to the next level. So to summarize the tiers for you that you need to focus on. Number one, you need to get good at your organic content. You need to be producing watch, read and listen consistently. You need to choose a market, a niche, a demographic. You need to choose a message and you need to be consistent with that message for at least 3 years. You need to be passionate, have drive, have energy about what you're talking about. Then you need to choose your chosen media, the channel that you're going to really, really nail down and focus on, the one that you can be most consistent with. That's market, that's message, that's media. Then as you start to get results from doing it yourself, you then start to leverage out the repurposing, the recreating of taking one piece of pillar content and turning it into multiple pieces of content. Exactly that's going to happen with this particular video that I'm doing here for you. That's going to be turned into clips, blogs, images, quote graphics, everything to then put me on multiple different channels, having only done 15 to 20 minutes worth of content. Once you've then invested into repurposing content, you then start to, as part of that, assess the insights. And you should be doing that already right from the very beginning, but you should have enough content out there to know what's working. So you have to assess your insights and your analytics to know what your audience want more of. What are they following you to get the answers for? You have to learn the principles and the techniques of AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. You have to understand how to convert the attention into action at the bottom of the funnel. You have to make sure that you're building a pipeline for the future. Once you're repurposing content and you know what's working, you have to then set up the systems and the processes to be able to take people from your social media, from your content, into your world where you own their data. Content and social media is fantastic, but someone could make a complaint in your group. Someone could report your page. You could have it shut down in an instant. You could have your channel blocked, and then all of your following, all of your fans, all of your likes, comments mean nothing. You have to get them from the free into your database where you own their phone number, their email address, and the relationship with them ongoing. That then gives you the opportunity to build a much better relationship with them. That gives you a much better opportunity to then be able to market to them ongoing for the future, to invite them to more things without costing yourself more time, more money, and more struggles because you're not attracting the right type of person. You need to build out marketing assets that work for you even when you're not working. You know, you work hard in order to not work hard. You have to create the assets that still produce leads, clients, and sales without working, without you doing the same thing over and over again. Then, and only then, when you've got free content, consistent content, repurposing content, tech, sales systems, processes, automation set up, do you then start to use paid advertising. And if all of this is alien to you, and if this isn't landing completely and you don't understand the process, you have to invest in your own education, your own learning. And I would recommend you do that way before you actually start investing in ads agencies or marketing companies. You can't outsource your personal brand. You can't outsource your messaging or your niche. You can't outsource who you are and what you stand for and what you stand against in the same way you can't outsource your business brand. So I would urge you, if you need assistance with this, to comment in now with lead gen and I'll send you a free guide and principles that you can put into your day-to-day marketing from today that will get that process going, and will give you 30 ideas for content in the next 30 days, which will drive leads, clients, and sales into your business. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Comment now with lead gen if you want to get my free guide to awesome automated lead generation that drives leads, clients, and sales. Remember, now's the time to become pro.